Today we're going to show you a really neat taping technique for if you're experiencing pain at the front of the knee, or in particular something called fat pad impingement. So firstly, what we're going to do is make sure that the skin we're working on is nice and clean, moisturiser on it, and if you've got some hair on there, guy or girl, just get a razor and just tidy it all up so we've got something for this tape to stick against without too much interruption. Also, make sure that if you've got any allergies, that you just check with the tape that you're using that it's safe for you to use. So firstly, what we're going to do is we're going to take a long strip, roughly about 20 centimetres long, and when we're slicing the tape, we just want to make sure that we're taking the edges off. So we've got nice curved edges to the top of the tape there, which means it's less likely to catch on your clothing and come loose. With this first piece, we're just going to take the scissors and slice up the middle, leaving about 4 centimetres or so at the top.
Need some good sharp scissors for this, guys, otherwise it can be a bit of a pain for cutting it.
Okay, so we've got our flayed bits there, and we're going to just anchor this down onto the thigh. So firstly, we're just going to break the back of the tape and remove the backing strip from the top anchor section, like so. We're going to take this up and place it just over halfway up the thigh and get a nice traction point there, but with no tension placed on the tape at this stage.
So if you have your legs straight when you first stick it down, then that will take the tension off as well, and then give it a good rub just to warm up the glue at the back of the tape so you make sure that sticks nicely.
Okay, and then what we're going to do now is we're just going to take the backing strip from one of these flayed edges here.
And then you bend your knee, and that's going to create a bit of tension on the tape anyway.
We're going to come down, sweep it round.
Nicely
round there. We're aiming for about 30% stretch on the tape when you're pulling on this. That's not always that easy to do, but if you could just imagine pulling it hard as you can to 100% and then just backing off by quite a bit. And when you get to the end, just making sure there's no tension on that last little bit there.
And that's quite important when you are sticking the tape down, is that you don't have any tension on those points, as that's one of the biggest causes of skin irritation, is that you just stick it a little bit too tight and it can create just some skin irritation and sometimes little blisters. So just being really careful with that when you are sticking the tape down.
And there we are again. No tension on the end there. Some light 30% tension as we pull down the thigh. Okay, so now we're going to take our bottom strip. Now I've already pre-cut this one here, probably leaving about 2 centimetres of anchor point at the top. And we're going to again remove the backing strip from the anchor point, and we're going to place this over the bony point at the front of your leg there.
And just again with the leg straight, so there's no tension when you're sticking it down. And then you want to bend the knee from there just to create that bit of tension into the tape.
Okay, so again, with our 30% rule, we're going to sweep around the kneecap. Okay. And no tension at the top there again. Bringing our 30% tension in, and then easing that off there. Good.
And then again, a good bit of rubbing through the tape just to warm up that glue on the back of the tape so it sticks really nicely. If you do have a problem with the tape sticking, then you can use glue. So we sometimes use this, which is a Tino spray glue, which will just help it stick for a little bit longer, particularly if you are doing sport or sweating a lot and swimming and things, then it may not stick as well as you want it to. So you can pop a little bit of spray on first.
Okay, now the final piece is again about 15 centimetres long, and we're going to use this to anchor up underneath the kneecap here. Okay, so we're going to just break the backing strip and remove that. We're then going to place the middle of the tape over the bony point at the top of your shin there.
again with the knee straight so there's no tension again. And then you really want to bend the knee up quite a lot this time, and that's going to create the tension in the tape.
Now with this section here, we're going to put a bit more pressure on the tape. So rather than say 30%, we're going to pull it up to more like 50%. So we're going to pull up through the tape there, sweep it round. And then at the top here again, be very careful not to put any tension on that final bit. And the same again on this side here. So bending your knee there, 50% stretch, and then easing off at the very last point there.
Okay, and then you know you've got it right if you've got a nice wrinkly knee, which looks very attractive. So that's what you want to be aiming for, is a wrinkly knee in the centre, and then that's going to be offloading the structures through the front of the knee and particularly through the fat pad as well.
Okay, so the tape can last for about 3 days, depending on shower use. It can even last up to 5 days, but if you get any redness or itching, be sure to take it off straight away.
In terms of tape, we use this sports tape in our clinic, which we find to be great, but there are loads of different makes out there, so have a play around with different makes just depending on what suits you. But these are certainly ready available online if you do want that, and we also have it in the physio clinic as well. So good luck with that, guys.
Any more specific questions, send us an email at info@cadburyphysiotherapy.com.
Thank you.